everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a few of the new holiday items from NYX. Yay! So I've got a lot to say. If you're ready, then I'm ready. So let's get started. I do want to say welcome to all of our new family members out there. And in case you're not familiar with me yet, my name is Leah Garrett, and I am a cruelty-free makeup and beauty reviewer. I am a makeup enthusiast, not a makeup artist. I am a plus-size beauty and a PNH and ITP fighter. If you'd like to know more about those two diseases, there are videos down below you can check out. So, if you watched my Pandora's box unboxing, I either posted Friday or Sunday. I said in the beginning that I was having a bad makeup day. And now I'm going to tell you why. So, reason why you're still seeing the same makeup from that video is because I filmed 2 videos. I want to get them done. Bing, bang, there you go. So, I have some items from the new NYX holiday line. I do believe it's called Sugar Trip. I believe that's what it's called. I have the Sugar Trip Squad palette. I have the Duo Chromatic Lip Gloss in Spark of Magic. And I have the Powder Lip Cream in Fudge It. And I also have the ombre highlight, the Paradise Fluff ombre highlighter in Head in the Clouds. Now, this collection had a vast variety of items. I could not purchase every single item. So I picked ones that looked more appealing to me and that I would want to review more. So that's why I picked these 4 items. So, I guess we can go ahead and start by talking about this palette. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is this. This is the Sugar Trip Squad eyeshadow palette. This is one of 2 eyeshadow palettes that they have in this collection. I cannot remember what the name of the other one is. I believe it may be Licorice Town or something. I'll pop it at the bottom of the screen. And that one is a eyeshadow palette of all mattes. This one looks like this. You have 12 shadows here. I do believe, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 pressed pigments in this. There's 5 pressed pigments. There are 2 glitters, and there is a metallic shade in this palette, and the rest are mattes. Okay, so they don't have shade names or anything like that. And actually on the back, they do have it labeled, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pressed pigments are shade number 3, which is this one. Shade number 6. Shade number 7. Shade number 9. And shade number 11. Now, if you're sitting to yourself saying, Melissa, why are you telling me about this? It's because pressed pigments and eyeshadows are 2 totally different things. An eyeshadow, has a lot of binders in it, and it also has a lot of more ingredients in it, so it doesn't cause a lot of staining and whatnot on the skin. A pressed pigment is exactly what it is. It is a pressed pigment. It doesn't have a lot of the ingredients that an eyeshadow would. Now, with the pressed pigment, it may cause some staining. And the reason why I say this is because I don't know if you guys have been following that whole debacle with Cody Rants and James Charles over his palette. But I wanted to let you guys know that with some of these shades, it may cause staining. But the best way to get rid of staining on your lids is by using an oil-based makeup remover. You can either, I don't know if this is still available or not. This is the Yes to Coconut Hydrate and Restore Cleanser, or you can purchase the Gerard Cosmetics Slay Away the Day Makeup Removing Balm. This will take that staining off of the lid, either one of these. And of course, you guys know there is a big sale going on right now. on Gerard Cosmetics. So that is why I wanted to bring that up before I actually started talking about the actual shadows themselves. So we have these two are glitter shades right here. Then we have this one metallic shade, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mattes. And I kind of was like, why are there not more metallics in this palette, or at least a satin shade in there? Because the other palette that's released are all mattes, and it's like there's not really much, you know, diversity there as when it comes to actually doing the look. And I'm really shocked that they did like a gold metallic shade, but that's just me. All right, let's go ahead and start swatching. I am going to swatch these first four right here. I did use this palette today for my look. I also used another item, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But this is what they look like, the first four shades. No primer on my hand as always. Now, this glitter shade looks more of like a satin with like specks of glitter in it. Let's see if I can blend out this shade a little bit, because these do look a little patchy. Let's see if we can do it with this third shade. Ooh, that is not cute at all. And then this bottom shade down here I used as my transition shade. Worked pretty good. It's a transition shade. What do you expect? Let's see if we can build up that third color and the second color. The second color is not all that bad. This third color, though. Oof. No. No. Second color is not all that bad. This third color, though, is horrendous. We are taking swatches off today with the, if I can get the package, the Shea Moisture 100% Virgin Coconut Oil Daily Hydration Facial Wipes. You think I would save these for my face, but no. Shall I roll? And see, this is why they talk about that staining. As you see, there's blue on my finger. And that blue will stay there until I use an oil-based remover, because that is one of the pressed pigments. Yes, that is one of the pressed pigments. Actually, I take that back. That glitter does look like an overspray. It does. It looks like an overspray, and when you go down deeper into it, it's just a shimmer. It's a satin shade. That's pretty sad. All right, let's go ahead and swatch the next four, which will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. They are really soft. I will say that. I actually, while I'm sitting here doing this, I've never really played around with NYX shadows before. And I've never really, I think this is the first time I've ever reviewed a NYX product on my channel, to be honest. And I never really played with their shadows before. I do have a quad that I got out of a giveaway I won, and I haven't used it yet. But this is what these shades look like. I have this shade, and I don't know why I used it, but I had this shade on top of the transition shade. I have this shade right here on my lid, and then I used this shade right here all around the outer edge of my eye. This shade right here was the hardest to blend between this one and this one. Oh my god, so hard to blend. So hard. As you guys see, it just wants to stay put. This one right here, see, look, that's just terrible. it looks brown, but it has somewhat of a purple undertone to it. So if you combine it with one of the next shade I'm getting ready to swatch, it turns out more purple than brown. If you were to use this on its own, it'd probably be just brown. This purple shade's nice. It's just a light purple. It blends out nice. This pink shade, though, is horrendous. I mean, I wet my brush. It was terrible. I used a brush. I used my finger. I could not get the pigment to pack on the way I wanted it to. And the reason why it looks like the way it does is because I went in with another item. And it is the new Stila Little White Lies liquid eyeshadow in Fuchsia Fiction. That is the only reason why this pink shade is popping the way it is. It is not because of this right here. But this glitter does tend to go more deep into the shadow than what this one does. So, yeah. All right, next four are going to be these four right here. We have this one, this one, this one, and this one. This is what they look like. There's no kickback. Well, there's a little. There's not much kickback in it. I did use this shade all over my lid and up in the crease before I actually added that brown shade, and that's why it looks so purple, is because it's mixed in with this one. Let me swatch it first. As you see, this is a patchy, hot mess. And as you see, it just not cute. It was a nightmare to work with. Most of these shadows were. Ew, look at that. That is terrible. They just want to stay put. That's the problem. They don't want to blend really. They don't want to blend easily. They just want to stay put where they're at. Let's see if we can build up this blue shade. Okay, the blue shade's not too bad. I actually like this blue shade. I actually might want to try that shade one day. Let's try the red shade. Ooh, this red shade is going to stain. But this shade right here, terrible. I mean, you can build it up, but it's just, yeah, it's terrible. And the metallic shade's a metallic shade. So, yeah. I am going to clean off my hands and I will be right back. The swatches for the palette, I'll talk about my final thoughts about that in a minute. Let's go ahead and talk about the highlighter. This one right here is the Paradise Fluff Ombre Highlighter in Head in the Clouds. I looked at this and I was like, wow, this is going to be a decent size highlighter. Then I found out it's this size. I was like, are you for real? The highlighter is okay. It's very subtle. I am wearing it today. I actually combined these two shades. I put this shade on the inner corner of my eye, and I actually did use this shade on my brow bone. But it's, like I said, it's very subtle. If you want a blinding highlight, this is not going to be the highlight for you. I mean, the colors are really pretty. I probably won't ever use this pinky shade, but it has like that nice shift to it. Because there's the purple and there's the pinkish. It is really pretty. Let me see what it looks like all combined. It's really nice combined. There it is right there. My fat hand. But I guess it's because I'm not a big fan of ombre stuff like this. I like to have mine separated. So, but other than that, it's really nice. The packaging was a little deceiving, but whatever. It is what it is. Now, let's go ahead and talk about these lippies that I have. The first one I have is this one. I do want to say the packaging is really cute. This is the Whipped Wonderland Powder Puff Lippy. And like I said, it's a powder lip cream in the shade Fudge It. The packaging is cute, but it's a little extra. I do not know who made this trend of this lipstick, but it should have never happened. This is a disaster. No. I had such a hard time using this applicator, and this lipstick is terrible. The color is gorgeous though. I love the color. It's not really opaque. It's sheer. You can't build it up. It just moves around. And look at that. I cannot get a steady line, a nice, you know, clean application with this. I'd have to put a liner down, then put this on top, but then the consistency is like really weird. It feels like a cream eyeshadow, but it feels more on the powdery side than on the actual lipstick side. But the color is beautiful. If there was a way, I'm probably going to like find like a little jar that I have, pop this off, and put the rest in a jar and use it as a lip brush, or use it with a lip brush, because this applicator is terrible. And the last thing I want to talk about is actually what I am wearing. I actually wore this in my Pandora's box, and I put this lip gloss on top of it. This is the Sprinkletown Duochromatic Lip Gloss in the shade Spark of Magic. And I just have the lip gloss on right now because I tried reapplying this. It was getting on my nerves. I finally went, took it off, and yeah. This gloss is beautiful. It's not sticky in the slightest. It is very opaque. It has this gorgeous shift to it. It is perfect to just wear on its own. It is great to put over a liquid lipstick. It is nice and comfortable. And I'm picky when it comes to gloss, like picky when it comes to glosses. There was a time I didn't wear gloss at all. But, you know, times have changed. Glosses have changed. They're not as sticky as they used to be. But I'm still picky, like picky to the third degree on my lip glosses. But this is beautiful. I absolutely love this. I think I'm going to pick up the rest of the shades in this line. So I'm going to clean this all up. Then I'm going to talk about prices and final thoughts. Now, before I get into my final thoughts, I know what some of you are going to say in the comments. Well, Melissa, they had an entire collection of this stuff and you only review 4 items, therefore your review is invalid. Let me tell you why. Like I said earlier in this video, I could not purchase every single item. If I could, trust you me, I would. But I couldn't. So I reviewed the items that I thought not only interested me, but interested you guys as well. And items that, you know, I haven't really talked about much on this channel. I'm not going to sit there and buy a matte lipstick or a metallic lipstick or a lip cream or anything like that if I have already talked about it. So, because I've used NYX products before as far as their lippy items, but as far as highlighters and eyeshadows, I never talked about them before, so I got what I did. So, that being said, let's go ahead and talk about my final thoughts and prices. this, I don't like this at all. It just, I don't know if NYX shadows are like this. I'm going to have to, it's so big. I'm going to have to purchase some other eyeshadow palettes of theirs and play around with them. But this was, it's a nightmare. It really is. For the shadows that I still want to try to see if they actually work, because I didn't really have an issue with this shade. This one was okay. I just had a little bit of problem blending it out. But the other ones I used, I just wanted to stay put. And I want to try these other colors before I actually, you know, give up on it and see if, you know, if it's worth it. The fact that they have this random metallic gold shade in here is just beyond me. Yeah. I think this could have had more diversity to it than what it did. Because even with these two glittery satin shades, whatever you want to call them, they're neon green and hot pink. So, yeah, y'all know where I'm going. This bad boy retails for $22. I do know NYX has a sale going on right now. I'm not sure if it's still going to be available when I post this video. But I know NYX stuff goes on sale at Ulta all the time. I'm not sure if NYX is having a sale right now. You can check on NYX site itself. But $22 is really steep. It should not have been no more than $12 in my eyes for the way that the shadows worked. The highlighter is okay. I'm not doing backflips over it. I mean, it's nice. It's subtle. It gives, you know, a nice little, you know, iridescent, you know, color duochrome changing thing going on. But the packaging was really deceiving as to how big this highlighter is. And this highlighter is $12. So, yeah. I just... not a fan of this, but I chose this one over the highlighter palette they have because the highlighter palette was not going to work on my skin. That highlighter palette that they have on that site look more towards, you know, darker complexions than what this one does. So that's why I chose this over that highlighter palette. Speaking of palettes, there are the other one that I talked about earlier. And there are, I believe there's three other eyeshadow palettes as well. They're just like little tin shadow palettes. Love the gloss. The gloss is amazing. I think, like I said before, I'm going to pick up the rest of the shades in the gloss because I really do like the gloss. Not a fan at all of this. The texture of it's weird. The application of it sucks. It's just not a fan. The only thing I like about it is the color. That's it. And it actually looked really nice with this lip gloss on top of it. So it was like a nice mauvey, pinky. It was really cute. But just the way that it is, it's not for me. Oh, the gloss is $8 and the puff lippies are $8.50. If you'd like to know what else they have in this collection, they have lip lingeries, vinyl lip gloss, glossy lip tints. They have a lip treat set. They have a glitter vault. They have single highlighters that are in 2 shades, lip oils, brushes, a matte lippy set. They have glitter cream glitter quads, which I hate cream glitters. They also have the other shadow set. They have an advent calendar, they have lip balms, the highlighter palette, and they have liquid highlighters as well in this collection. So that is all that I have for you guys. Skip, definitely skip. Go get these ones. So that is all that I have for you guys today. Don't forget to pick up my Texas House of Glitters glitter palette. She looks like this and she's so pretty. there are sales going on throughout the month of November and December up until the new year. If you want a guaranteed by Christmas delivery, you do need to order by this date down below. So yeah, make sure you pick that up. And as always, you can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/MelissaLeahGarrett, on Snapchat as MelissaLeah1223, and on Instagram as MelissaLeahGarrett. Come on over. We have fun on those pages as well. I do not, however, have a Twitter account, so if you see one with my face and this gorgeous smile, report it because it's fake. Also, if that subscribe button is red, it's the wrong color. You need to change it. And don't forget to share this channel out to everyone as well. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that notification bell, because unfortunately YouTube was destined to make that bell a thing. That way you know when I'm posting, even though we may know I post on Tuesdays and Fridays. I love you all so much. I will see you on Friday. Bye. It's 5 in the morning and I'm filming this. Before we get started, I'm done. I'm spent.